Great to see everybody. We are here live on campus at the Northwest School of Boatbuilding. My name is Nelson J, and I'd like to welcome our friends at home. Great to see you. Thanks for tuning in and supporting the Boat School tonight. We have an awesome program ahead, and we're going to jump right into this. And I'm going to bring up Executive Director BETSY Davis to give you a State of the Boat School address, and it's so exciting. BETSY, take it away. BETSY's grabbing the orange microphone. She's got a special microphone. And here we go. Here she is, BETSY Davis.
Thank you. I'm so grateful for the beautiful weather, for the live audience here, and grateful to all the people who are watching online this event. I think one of the things that connects us all is how much we appreciate the natural world in this location. It's such a beautiful night, such a beautiful location, and people have enjoyed this same spot before us. 150 years ago, schooners were being built, the mill was here, the building where the Ajax Cafe was built, and for 14,000 years ahead of that, this was LELAND community, and more recently Chimacum and Snohomish. So we honor and give thanks that we are able to preserve and teach skills related to watercraft on their sacred homelands. Now, the Boat School, as you know, has a mission to teach and preserve boat building and marine systems skills while developing the individual as a craftsperson. And that's another thing that we have in common is we share those values, and it's important. And I want to tell you give you a few announcements tonight that we haven't made public before. And one of them is that when you are in this location next year, there will be solar panels on top of this building and the systems building, and 100% of our electricity will be offset from those panels, and it will cut our ongoing electrical expenses by about $9,000 a year. So hooray. A second thing I wanted to announce is today in Port Ludlow, the Clean Bay was christened, and she's going to be giving free pump outs down there, and she's operated with electrical and solar power. She's zero emission, including the corrosion protection, and shown here in one of her tests where she pumped 350 gallons of waste off the schooner Adventurous. So really the heart of the school is the instruction, and the instructors are at the center of that mission, and we have quite a team. And today marks a big transition. As most of you know, I've had the privilege of co-leading this organization for the last 7.5 years with Sean Coleman, serving in the role of Chief Instructor. Where is he? Thank you. Oh, there he is. Wonderful. It has been an amazing experience to work with Sean. His talent, intelligence, his experience, his determination, and his sense of humor. And the work has not always been easy, but thanks to his dedication and effort, he's helped bring this organization to a point that it will still thrive as he steps back into a part-time role so he can spend more time with his family. And if you haven't met Ann before, you should. And if you haven't seen his pictures of his 3 kids, you should, and you will understand why that is the right decision for their family. And I'm really thrilled that Sean has agreed to keep lecturing in the boat building program as we move forward. And that we are anchoring our boat building program in the shops with Bruce, who's been teaching over 15 years, and Leland, who's in his 5th year, following an illustrious 10 years at Haven Boatworks as a boatwright in Port Townsend. So they'll be anchoring the program, and I'm so excited about our new instructors, both graduates of the school. Both have worked in both contemporary and traditional shops here in the area before returning to the school. Tucker Piontek and Corey Rubin are joining us. And that's the top row. And then the bottom row of the pictures we have the systems, folks. We are in the midst of recruiting a third systems instructor who will join the photos up here soon, hopefully. And Jordan works with Kevin, the lead instructor. Jordan's a graduate of the boat school. And I just want to say, Kevin and the program are really leading the way in teaching about electrical propulsion. And after this program, I invite you down to the systems shop where you'll see a traditional Paulsbo boat that Leland's class made that's in the process of being converted to electrical propulsion. And it's really cool. So that's a field trip after the program. So I wanted to take a moment to acknowledge the instructors and have you join me in thanking Sean for his remarkable leadership. Kevin for inventing a national caliber system program from scratch in 4 years. And to all the instructors for making this a truly incredible educational experience for our students. I have some more announcements. We have this great education. We want people to have access to it. I get to announce that we just received a $250,000 grant for scholarships, and that will take place over the next 5 years. I also get to announce another staff transition, a positive one. After single-handing the business manager role for over 15 years, as we've grown tremendously, and surviving the last few adrenaline-soaked years trying to get through COVID, Katie Whalen has decided to scale back to a part-time position. And thanks to a grant from First Federal, she'll be piloting our new dedicated financial aid officer position. It's work that she's done before, but now she's going to be able to focus on it. And it couldn't be better timed because we have scholarship dollars that need to be given to the right people as well. And the federal student aid process has gotten more complex, and there's state student aid that we need to go through the process so it will be available to our students. So I wanted to also thank various organizations in the community who've come forward with scholarships. There's some people from the Classic Yacht Association here tonight. They've put a scholarship for our program. And there's the Sons of Norway in Paulsbo have done that. And then there's groups like the Port Townsend Yacht Club. And then we also have a new scholarship, $25,000 from Salmon Bay Marine for a marine systems student who would then go down and for compensated work for a year down at their business. So it's a really big time where we want to create access for these programs to a broader range of people. Next slide, please. You can tell that the boat building program is about hands-on learning. Well, so is the systems program. And I'm so grateful that the Economic Development Administration decided to give the school about $450,000 so that we now can have equipment for each student to practice on. 24 Suzuki outboards. And right now in a warehouse in Kent, we have 24 Beta Marine diesel engines. So it's really exciting. Sean inspired a lot of programs, and one of them is the Prothrow internship, where one of the graduates comes back and learns to work with more speed and efficiency and help mentor some of the younger students. And Chris Mullen is just completing that Prothrow internship. We were so thrilled to be able to provide it again this year and seek to do that more in the future. So with all this stuff happening, how does it get done? Well, we have a lot of volunteers, and I think, the ones we want to acknowledge first is the board of directors. If you're on the board, do you mind standing up so everybody can appreciate all the hard work you put in? Thank you. And volunteers in general help us. I think, for instance, Diana Talley is helping us with social media. And that's incredible. She's been a shipwright for years, and now she can come and instead of me taking a picture and naming the wrong thing, we get the right information up on social media. So people like Diana make any dollars we receive go even further. And we also want to thank the business community for coming forward. And I have to say, at the bronze level, Safe Boats led the way with sponsorship. They came in early, they came in high. It was amazing. But locally, I just want to say at the copper level, having Edenstyle, Admiral Ship Supply, and Haven, thank you. That was incredible. And then AG Marine from Big Harbor, and all the other sponsors as well. So that's the spiel from me. But what's really important is what our students learn and what they experience. And so Michael De La Garza and Jane Champion did their thing and caught stories from two students, one from the boat building program, one from the systems program, and we're going to look at that now.
We are one of the last boat building schools in the country and possibly the world to build the variety of boats that we do. And we've built quite a few designs that have only been built for the first time anywhere here.
You're going to verify the torque.
Our systems program is hydraulics, diesel engines, gas engines, marine electrical, marine corrosion, and marine plumbing. Someone coming through this program is going to hit the ground running. Our goal is for our students to leave with the competencies that they need to enter the diversified marine workplace.
As the director of the boat school, I get to be inspired every day. And the biggest source of inspiration are the people who come to school here. I get to watch them build their confidence and learn how to create things and how to problem solve in the physical world.
I grew up in and around the Chesapeake Bay area. So most of my experience on boats has been as a crew member on tall ships, so large sailboats that take crews of up to 10, and students or charter guests out for cruises or voyages. My experience with sailing the boats and doing the maintenance required for each boat in their specific yard period convinced me that I really liked the boat building work a little more than the sailing work. So I changed careers a little bit and decided to come to the school to get some formal education.
CAROLYN is passionate and intelligent, and her life is boats. When she first showed up, she already had quite a bit of boating experience and a huge passion for boats in general, and was very organized in her thoughts and what she wanted to get out of school.
I think the school provides students with an amazing foundation and a really good stepping off point. And one thing that is driven home to me is the lack of ego that all of our instructors have, and the idea that you're leaving the school with a good armament of knowledge. We are learning, we are practicing as much as we can in a very short amount of time with an amazing resource at hand. So I think not just the skills the school has provided, but the leadership with all of the instructors and their approach to students. Like, hey, I can tell you all the things you want, and you can choose to remember them or not, because one day you're gonna have to change it. There's always an exception to the rule.
CAROLYN was particularly good and gifted at lofting. She already could see the shapes of the boat, which usually takes full months, maybe years, to really be able to conceptualize what the lines are going to look like in 3 dimensions.
One of the biggest things I've been taking away from the school is that I can go to any yard as long as I am open and calm and learn and like willing to learn what they're doing. Because I have gotten an amazing background here, I've gotten an amazing foundation, I've had experiences, and I'm going to continue to have experiences that are completely fundamental to my career. I have met some amazing people out here, and I would love to return to Port Townsend. Would I take the systems course when the opportunity presents itself? Absolutely. I think that Kevin Ritz is an incredible resource. I think that what he has experienced and what he does is really powerful, and he is at the forefront of a lot of the programs that he is teaching and a lot of the technologies that are coming out, and just the success of jobs from that program are amazing.
Sailing with my dad and my family on our local lake in upstate New York. And my dad was part owner of a boatyard, and it allowed me to work at that boatyard all throughout high school, and really is the first thing that started to hint to me that working in the maritime industry and making boats my career, and more than just my passion, would be something that would be even remotely possible.
Ned was very interesting. I knew that he had been working at the Center for Wooden Boats. I knew that he had his 100-ton captain's license. And the first thing that struck me was his vigor. He was ecstatic to be here, so eager to learn. He just did really well at everything he put his mind to.
This was an incredibly challenging program for me. So there's like the physical skill challenges of like, you know, learning how to make proper electrical connections, learning how to troubleshoot a diesel and that sort of thing. But then kind of the understanding what you're actually doing and why you're actually doing that is a whole nother level.
I feel the system program provides a sense of independence, and building on that independence comes a lot of confidence.
Right here. Yeah. The instructors, Kevin and Jordan, give us tools, and they help us to know kind of generally where to go and what the pathway is, but also to allow us to find kind of our own processes that work for us. Because you'll have an owner come in with their boat and they'll say, this thing is wrong and I don't know what it is, and you have to go and solve that.
I've got a sign over here that says, you get out what you put into this program.
Love this sign. This is a great sign. If you're willing to put in the work for something, then it will come.
I think I'm most proud that our graduates come out with both the skills and the ethic of craftsmanship, and they bring that to whatever they're going to do next in their lives.
When I started this program, I knew that if I was going to be at a boatyard, I did want to be at CSR in Seattle. I think perhaps one of the biggest things to take away from this program is that if working in the marine industry is something that you want to do, I wanted to do it, you can get your dream job.
Well, thanks to our students and our instructors for sharing their special mission. This is the time of the program where we all have an opportunity to make a special difference here at the boat school. So those of you joining us live, this is going to be some muscle memory that's been dormant for the last 3 years. But the lanyards that you have around your neck contain the bid or holding your bid card. So you might want to, you're welcome to keep them on the lanyard, but that might get a little bit constricting. So if you want to get those ready, and then those of you at home, you know you can participate in this moment as well. And thanks for joining us. I have to say, we miss you, we feel you. And I wish you could see this incredible view to my right, because it is lovely sun on the water out there, and the boats are bobbing at anchor. So it's a great night to be here. We have a full house, and everybody just looks terrific. So if you're joining us online, you're going to be giving through our giving platform. And the easiest way to do that is to just click today, give today. Click the Give Today button at the bottom left side of your screen, and that'll get you directly to that giving link. And I want to let everybody know, whether you're at home or here in the room, that if you would like to make a gift of stock, or perhaps you participate in a donor advised fund, you can use that as well. And you can contact Betsy Davis right here at the Boat School, and that's Betsy at nwswb.edu, or you can reach her at 206-390-0381. So that's for donor advised funds or gifts of stock or any other type of giving. Well, a big shout out tonight to our longtime supporters at Lucky 7 Foundation. And they are so helpful and have been big supporters of the Boat School for many years. And I'm going to announce some exciting news about their support in just a little bit. So what is going to happen now, I'm going to announce some giving levels, and you are encouraged to raise your paddle at the giving level that works just right for you, or perhaps one that's just above what you were thinking you were going to do when you got here. For those of you at home, you can make your gift of any amount at any time. So the giving window is wide open at home. Here in the room, we are going to announce those. Do we have our recorders ready to? Yes, thumbs up from the recorders. Well, we're going to officially open tonight at the $5,000 level. And the $5,000 level is more of a guideline than a rule. So if there's a number that works for you at $5,000 or above, now is the time to make that gift. And I want to let everybody know that to kick us off at this level tonight, our longtime board member and great supporter, David Blessing, is in. So there he is. David, thank you. Bidder 135. If you'd like to join David at that giving level, you're welcome to do that. And also, we want to thank our anonymous donor who is here tonight in this space and time with their $5,000 gift as well, communicated directly to Betsy, and Betsy communicated it to me. So I'm pretty sure it's 5,000, but if I missed a zero, be sure to let Betsy know. So anybody else at the $5,000 level, and if you've given it $5,000 at home, thank you for what you just did. We'll move right along. We're going to keep things moving because we've got a tight program and so much fundraising to do. So the next giving level, friends, the $2,500 giving level, the $2,500 level, and exciting news at this giving level, we are excited by that support from Lucky 7 Foundation. The first two gifts at the $2,500 level are going to be matched dollar for dollar. So that's going to be another $5,000 for the Boat School. So to kick us off at the $2,500 level, bidder number 160. Thank you so much for that. Nice to see you. Anybody else at the $2,500 level? If you're at home, $2,500 could be matched. And we definitely want to thank Alex and Elena Spear, who are here tonight, and they have made a gift of nearly $2,500. They're at the $2,000 level. Thank you for that, Alex and Elena. And remember that $2,500 match will be open all night long. So if you are feeling so motivated and you'd like to come alongside at that giving level or higher or lower, please do that. And that $2,500 gift will be matched thanks to the Lucky 7 Foundation. Okay, well, let's move right along. This is now the $1,000 giving level. And the $1,000 level is a great level to support the Boat School. If you haven't yet jumped into the giving pool, now's the time to do that. And those of you at home, of course, keep those gifts coming. Special thanks to Kathleen Brooker. These are all $1,000 donors. And please give these folks a great big hand as we read these off. Kathleen Brooker, Jean Scholl, Kathy Weber, and Bill Shane, and John Lynch, all in at 1,000. If you'd like to join that dynamic group at 1,000, thank you so much. Over to my right, bidder number 112. Thank you so much, in for 1,000. And bidder number 117. Thank you so much, Lynn. Outstanding. And look, more gifts coming in at the $1,000 level. Bidder 156. Thank you. 144, all in at 1,000. And bidder 103. In at 1,000. Wow, terrific. And those of you at home, if you're giving it 1,000 or 2,500 or 5,000, thank you for what you're doing for the Boat School, creating real opportunity, real skills through the marine systems programs and the incredible wooden boat building operations that are here. The boats that are on display tonight, they are in various states of construction, and you've got to come to the boat school and see them because they look so cool, and they're festooned with lights, so they just look festive. It's a wonderful evening here at the boat school. Well, that's outstanding. So that was the $1,000 level. How many did we get there at 1,000? Was that like 7? We got 5 here, plus we had another 4. That's 9. Okay, if anybody else wants to come in at 1,000, that'd get us to an even 10. If you want to do that, just wave that arm furiously overhead. And thanks at home if you're helping out at that level. Okay, next up, friends, the $500 level. And great news, at this level, the first 10 gifts will be matched dollar for dollar, thanks to Phil Franzel for another $5,000. So if we can get 10 paddles up at the $500 level, we're going to raise an additional $5,000 at this level. So those of you at home, ready, set, go. Time to make those $500 gifts. Those of you in the room, $500 giving level right now. Starting in the back. Wow, look at those bid cards pop up. Thank you. I see you. Bidder 182. Thank you so much. Bidder 104. Thank you. That's 2. Bidder 128. Thank you. That's 3. Bidder 161 in at 500. Thank you so much. Bidder 146. Thank you so much for that. I think that was 6. And we've got 4 more can be matched, and we can exceed that. If you're at home, we'd love to have your support at that $500 level. So thank you for that. That is outstanding. And we'll keep things moving along. Remember, these matches, if we haven't quite hit it, they're open all night, and you're welcome to let our friends at checkout know, and they can be sure to take care of any giving level you'd like to, if I don't talk about the number that works just right for you. Next up, the $250 level, friends. And at the $250 level, once again, our friends at Lucky 7 Foundation are back. They are matching the first 20 gifts dollar for dollar at the $250 giving level. That's outstanding. Let's hear it for Lucky 7 Foundation one more time. This is the $250 level. So bid cards up right now in the room. Here we go. Holy cow, it's like a flock of seagulls over the bay in front of Port Havelock. Bidder number 119. Thank you. Bidder 162. Thank you. 129. Thank you. Bidder 139. Bidder 172. Thank you. 144. Thank you so much. Bidder 101. Thank you. Bidder 134. 178. Nice hat, by the way. Wooden boat building hat available out front. And bidder number 113. All in at $250,000 each. Oh no, sorry, $250. Bidder 157 and 168, all in at $250. Nice job. And those of you at home, keep those gifts coming. We've got room for more $250 matches. Now, friends, our final stop officially on the giving train tonight is the $100 giving level. If you haven't yet made a gift, this is the time to do it. Our goal tonight, 100% participation. So at the $100 level, bid cards up at $100. And if there's a level that I haven't talked about, check in with check out on your way out tonight, and they can take care of any amount. Every dollar counts, and every dollar will be put to good use here at the school. Starting on my right, bidder number 137. Thank you so much. Bidder 110. Thank you so much. Bidder 136. Thank you. 159. Thank you so much. Bidder 175. Thank you. 160 and 109. Thank you. 171 and 126, 155 and 130, all in at $100. Did I miss anybody out there? All right, and if you're at home, keep those gifts coming. And if you get back tonight and you share with whether you're at home, online, or in the room, tell your friends about the boat school. They can make gifts via the website. They can reach out directly to Betsy. The giving continues because the need continues. And I think you just heard about some of the exciting things happening. Your gifts help shape the future. So thank you so much. For those of you at home watching us via live stream, we're going to say goodbye and thank you. And let's hear a big hand for our friends at home. Goodbye, friends at home. Thank you so much. We'll see you next year in person, hopefully right back here, but we're not sure yet. And thanks for what you did for the boat school. And those of you in the room, we're going to do our live auction. Thanks a lot. Jim, are we